All right, guys, I had to make this video, man. This video hit too close to home, man. Too close to home. The story of this video is a 20-year-old who walked in to his the mother of his baby mother's house. So pretty much he has a child with this female, and she was at her mother's house. He walked into her mother's house and caught her having sex with another dude. Now, they were already broken up pretty much. They were already on the verge of breaking up. She said she didn't want to be with him anymore, but he was trying to make things work. This could have been me, man. I was in a similar situation where me and my shorty had broken up. We didn't have a child together though at the time. And I was the same age as him, around the same age. And when a female says she doesn't want to be with you anymore, I don't care if you have a child together. I don't care if you have a dog together. Just move on, man. The worst thing you could do is try to beg, plead, and force a woman to see why you should be together. I was in that same situation. I was so bad, hurt, depressed. You know, I couldn't see myself being with anybody else but her. And I was in the same situation, man. It was hard for me to take no for an answer. Don't do this, guys. Please don't do this. The worst thing you could do is have a woman eventually give in and say, all right, we could give her one more shot. That's pity. She's giving you a chance off of pity. And keep this in mind too. You always want a woman to want you slightly more than you want her. I've said this in a previous video, but I have to say it for this video. You always want a woman to want you slightly more than you want her. If this man would have kept this in mind, this would have never happened to him. I'm telling you guys, this video hits so close to home for me, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Because after we broke up, see, my ex-girlfriend, she had a little sister, right? And me and her little sister, we were still cool. Her little sister had a boyfriend, and I was cool with the boyfriend. We would smoke weed together and stuff like that. So I would still go over to her mom's house. This is where my ex-girlfriend would be. She would go back to her mom's house, and she would have the new dude she was dating in her mom's house in the room. Her mom was on vacation for a good month or so. So she had this dude in her mom's bedroom with the door locked. I remember going there. I remember banging on the door. Come outside, come outside. Telling the dude to come out. They would not come out of the room. I had no business. The mom knew I was there, even though she was on vacation. She didn't mind. She looked at me as like a son-in-law. You know, at the end of the day, it's her daughter. She has to respect her daughter's wishes that her daughter didn't want to be with me anymore. But she wasn't gonna fully cut me out of her life because she looked at me as a son-in-law. Me and her daughter were together for 5.5 years. We were together for 5.5 years, and again, we didn't have a child together. So the fact that I was over at the house wasn't out of the ordinary. Again, I was cool with the younger sister, and I was cool with the younger sister's boyfriend. But I had no business being there. We broke up. I knew she didn't want nothing to do with me no more. I knew she moved on with this dude. I knew she had the dude in our apartment, in the apartment we once shared, in the bed screwing him. Why am I going to her mom's house? I should stay far away from this woman, far away from her family, anything to do with her. And this is the same thing that this young man should have done. So let's get into it, man. Pretty much we just gonna play the conversation where her saying she don't want to be together and him begging. Don't ever do this, guys. You don't ever want a woman to take you back out of pity. A woman who takes you out of pity will disrespect you because she really didn't want to get back with you in the first place. She looks down on you. She will disrespect you. She will cheat on you. She will hurt you. And it's just not genuine. As a man, you should never want to be in a genuine relationship where the love is equal or the love, again, is slightly more on her end. Let's get into it. Thank you for still here. Hit the like button.
See everything we losing in the house. So be there with my child every day. A bunch of shit. Like I don't want to lose my love with you. I don't want to have to restore all that shit, and then we come back to each other and we work it out, and then we have to do all that again. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to stop from baby steps again. I'm just asking you to try, baby. Any sign of me cheating, any sign of me doing anything wrong, you can leave.
All right. So let's stop it right here. He says, any signs of me cheating, any of me doing wrong, you can leave. Now, this also hits home, guys. I cheated on her. My ex I was with for 5.5 years before she said she didn't want to do it anymore and we got the apartment. I cheated on her, but it was earlier in the relationship. When we got our apartment, I was much more of a better person. I said, man, we living together now. My girlfriend at the time, she was also in college. She ended up dropping out of college. That's besides the point though. But yes, I cheated on her early in the relationship and she said she forgive me. We broke up, for a short amount of time and then we got back together. But guys, if you cheated on a female in the past, right? Unless that female loves you more than you love her, and unless she has a strong mindset, she is not going to forgive you. And it's mainly the younger women. It's mainly the women that are under the age of 25. A woman usually under the age of 25, man, when she gets cheated on and she stays with that dude, she is still young. She probably gave him another chance because they have a child together. But a woman is never going to see you the same. Once you cheat on her, I don't care if she tells you she forgives you, she loves you, she still has sex with you, still gives you bomb head, still cooks for you. She is not going to look at you as the same. In the back of her mind, she does not really trust you. And she has lost a little bit of love for you. I'm not going to lie to you, man. And a woman's always going to want to get her lick back. Remember this, guys. A woman's going to get her lick back. If she doesn't get it while she's together with you, or she's going to get it after you guys break up. She has to screw somebody else because you cheated on her. Do not believe what these females tell you. If they say, oh, I forgive you, I'm not that type of woman, I'm not petty, I would just not be with you. I'm not going to stay with you just to cheat on you. No, a woman is going to get her lick back. Whether she gives another dude head, screws another dude, gives him a hand job, makes out with another dude, lets a dude grab up all on her butt, while twerking in the club, something. She's going to do something to make herself feel like she got her lick back. This is how women are, guys. This is how women are, again, especially under the age of 25. But I was young. I didn't understand this. I was his age, 20. He was 20. He was young. He didn't understand this. He didn't understand that he just had joint custody, see his daughter, take care of his child when he can, and move on with his life. This man had a food truck business. This man was trying to be a rapper, and he also he also breed and sold dogs. He had a lot going on. And before we play this again, let me just make this point for you guys. If you just move on and say, all right, fine, you want to be together, it's fine, she will come back. See, women have to see that you are okay on your own without them. That's why I was begging, please give me a chance to make it seem like you need her. A woman does not want to be with a guy who shows that he needs her. I guarantee you, if he would have left her alone, focused on his food truck and his dog business, got his money up, been doing good, still stayed in his daughter's life, been a good father, she would have said, man, he done stepped it up. He's not begging to be with me. He's taking care of his child like as a man like he should be. I guarantee you she would have eventually came around. I guarantee it. This is what we have to do. This is what young men have to do. So men like me, I'm going to be 35 next year. Men like me, this is what we have to tell to the younger generation, the young men. We have to give them the warning signs. We've been through it. Don't let them make the same mistakes. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. Focus on bettering yourself. Don't be bringing different females when you come to pick up your child. You always with a new female. You got a new girlfriend. Don't do that. Keep your dating life private when you are having joint custody or visitation times, whatever it is. Keep your dating life private. Show progress. And then again, eventually she's gonna come back around and say, oh, I see you're doing good. You think we can make this work? I'm ready to make it work. Now he has the option to say, no, I'm good. Or yes, I want our family back. Same thing with me. My ex reached back out to me, dude. I swear, guys, years later, she reached back out to me. I apologize, not even years later. I would say probably like 4 or 5 months later, we started talking again and started seeing each other again, started messing around. My ex-girlfriend, yes, that moved on. Now it was stupid of me after she brought somebody in the apartment and in the bed we once shared. That was stupid of me to do that, but hey, I was young, I was dumb, and I was with her for 5 and 6 years, and I was her first. I took her virginity. So I love that woman. I had a strong connection with her. But it just goes to show, man, if I would have never did the begging and pleading and please don't leave and all this stuff, she would eventually came around anyway. And then I cut her off again. I cut her off because she couldn't decide. I said, we messing around again 4 or 5 months later after we lost the apartment. You wanted to whatever be with that dude. You want to be together, and now we messing around again. But you still talking to this dude. I said you got to choose, and she couldn't choose. She wanted to have her cake and eat it too, so I cut her off again. And you know what happened? 4 or 5 years later, she reached out to me again. I said, stay away from me. I don't want to see you. I want nothing to do with you. Let's get back into it.
That's what you don't understand is I don't want to work it out. In order to work it out, no.
You know what's gut wrenching about this, y'all? And I'm not saying this is, I don't know what he was, bro. I don't know what type of person he was in a relationship, right?
We're gonna skip past all him talking. We don't need to hear him talk.
Understand you don't want to work it out, and I know why, because it takes me this long to try to fucking put it together. But that's not the way I want to go. You just got me off.
She said you just cut me off. The captions really can't hear because they're talking slow, but she didn't say you got me on. Just say you cut me off. You just cut me off. He's over talking her pretty much.
So can I talk?
Yes.
In order to work something out, both people have to want it.
Exactly. Both people have to want it. See, and this is another thing, guys. She was already checked out of this relationship. She was probably already screwing this dude. Same thing with my ex-girlfriend at the time. I didn't realize it, but women are checked out before they even tell you. Before they even tell you they don't want to be with you, they're already checked out of the relationship. They're already talking to somebody else, seeing somebody else. So they're already mentally checked out. And then they physically check out when they don't want to have sex with you. When you try to touch them, they say no. And then sit down, let's talk. I don't want to do this no more.
Yes.
Women are sneaky, man.
And I don't. So I'm telling you how this is gonna go.
I just don't think we should be like this, babe. You try.
It doesn't matter what you think, dude. It doesn't matter what you think. She told you how it's gonna go. You have to focus on raising your child. Being a man and raising your child, that's your focus. Right now, you and her can't be together. She told you that. This is not like you're not dealing with your mom where your mom, you did something bad, you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar and you say, Mom, I'm sorry, please forgive me, please give me another chance, I promise. Keep snacks in the house, I won't go behind your back. This is not that type of situation. And I feel like a lot of dudes get that conscrewed. They so used to their mom forgiving them and giving them another chance. And that's what women have to stop doing with their sons. Actually punish them, show discipline, and be stern. So when they get into these relationships, they don't think they could just baby, please, I'm sorry, and they'd be forgiven and everything would be okay. I was in the same situation, and my mom never taught me none of this.
I just think you should just give me an opportunity to fix it with our relationship. Like, I'm so down on this shit. I'm so mentally broken. I really want to fix my own, bro.
You're so mentally broken.
Like, I've been through a lot of shit. You've been through a lot too. I'm not knocking that, bro. I'm not knocking that. At the end of the day, you went through shit when it was most trauma.
And please, guys, please stop calling your girlfriends, baby moms, wife. Stop broing them. Stop broing them. They're not bro. They're not bro. They're not dude. They're not my nigga. Stop.
We were having a baby. I was a terrible boyfriend. I was never there. I was absent. I wanted to smoke J's more than worrying about my family and making sure.
And see, listen, like I said earlier, he shouldn't be begging anyway. You don't beg when a woman's checked out. You let her go. But my thing is, not only is he begging, but now he's bringing up trauma. How are you bringing up trauma going to make her change her mind and want to give you another chance? All you doing is giving her more reasons to not give you another chance. When you weren't pregnant, I wasn't there. I wasn't the greatest dad. I was smoking J's. Yeah, she knows. She was there. She was there, dude. You don't have to remind her. She was right there. She was the one that was dealing with it. That was crying. You know how many nights she probably cried? Because you weren't there for her, dude. And I'm not making excuses for her. I'm not at all. I'm not making excuses for her. Not that she's completely wrong, but I'm just saying. Because there's no reason why she should have been screwing another dude at her mom's house. Like, if she don't have her own apartment, her own place, why are you screwing a dude in your mom's house? You too old for that. That's crazy. That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he was cool with the family that he could just walk into the mom's house like it was nothing on top of that. But yeah, you bringing up trauma that you want to smoke weed and hang out and be in the streets more than taking care of your responsibilities, that is just giving her another reason to not want to give you another chance, dude. That's all it's doing. That's all it's doing, man.
It's worried about getting high, stimulation in my mind and shit like that. I'm not worried about that shit.
You see what I mean? I told you, he's obviously not a perfect man. No one is.
Your head, I honestly think about putting my family in. I honestly thinking about still being able to stand. So emergencies come, you crash your car, shit happen, I gotta be able to put.
Listen, guys, in many situations, whether you messed up at work and you get a verbal warning or you get written up, or, you know, even when you were in school, you got suspended. Listen, hear me out. I'm giving you really good examples. Your mom, you got caught. Your mom, what? You got caught sneaking in the house. You were past curfew. Your mom told. All this is stuff you know you weren't supposed to do, right? How you show those people, your mom, the principal, your boss at work, how you show those people that you change is in your actions. It's only your actions. This takes time. It's not about talking. It's not about I'm going to do this. I'm going to do better. I'm going to be a better. I want my family. I want to do this. No, you just have to show. For the next 6 months to a year, do not be late to work. For the next 6 months to a year, do not be past your curfew with your mom. For the next 6 months to a year, do not get into a fight so you're suspended from high school. Nobody wants to hear I'm going to do better. I mean, it sounds good. That's what they want. They want you to do better. They want to physically see you do better. That's what people get confused. Nobody wants to hear, I'm going to do better, coach. You missed the tackle. That running back just gained 15, 20 yards. And this is a crucial time. We're in the fourth quarter. This time is crucial. I'm going to do better next time, coach. Sounds good, but that's not going to help the situation. You got to show and prove in your actions. Like I said earlier in this video, this man had a freaking food truck. Work on your food truck, get your money, make the customers happy, serving them good product, great food, make them come back. Keep being a dog breeder, make the customers happy. You're selling them healthy, good dogs that perform the way they're supposed to perform and be a family, a part of the family like they're supposed to. Work on your rap music. You want to be a rapper, work on your rapper, stay independent. Multiple forms of income, keeping busy. How is this female your focus? Rest in peace to this young man, but how was this female his focus just because he had a child with her? He has so much going on. He has so much going for himself. So much opportunity, so much potential. Him just being productive in those aspects of his life we just talked about would show her that he's more mature. He don't got time to cheat. Every time he picks up his female, he's never with a girl. He's always by himself. People have gone to his food truck and eating his food. They say his food good. They don't see him with a woman. Oh, my cousin ran into him at the store. She didn't see him with a woman. He was by himself. He was with my daughter. This is how he would have shown her that he's a better man, that he has grown up, that he really wants to put his all into her and his family.
That's not your shit. I'm trying to use you,
bro.
I'm not even gonna think about it.
Let's pause it right there. I don't want to lose you, bro. Come on, man. Stop broing your females. You're not dating a dude.
That shit is hard for me to endure, bro. Definitely the day before Christmas, like I keep telling you. Never had a Christmas with you, bro. Just wanna try to spend time with you at least, try to enjoy my life with you. I can't. I already had one life. We already had a kid. We already started a family. Let's get this shit right while we can. before it's too late.
That's what I'm telling you to read.
It's not too late, baby, because we're right here talking. It's not too late. We're right here talking. It's not too late. We're still there together. It's not too late. It's not too late. Why?
Because I work here.
Okay, and I'm asking you to just love me again.
That he has to
I'm just asking you to love me again, babe. I'm just asking you to love me.
So she was saying, I feel bad for Blue that we have to something. I don't know if she's talking about the baby or what, but she said I work here. So I don't know if this conversation is at her job or what's going on.
I'm asking you to, please, I'm just asking you to love me again. I'm just asking you to.
Stuff is here.
I'm just asking you.
Until I'm able to.
You're not moving. I don't want you to leave.
So it sounds like they still live together and some of her stuff is there. And and she's focused on moving out. She wants to go. She wants to leave. Why are you begging somebody to stay that does not want to be around you? Don't do this, guys. When you're drunk in love, that's literally what it is. You're drunk in love. A sober mind will realize, man, what am I doing? I'm begging somebody to be with me that doesn't really want to be with me. That's great. That's weird. I guarantee you, if this man still had his life 5 years after this conversation you had with her, 5 years, he would have been looking back like, I dodged a bullet. He probably would have moved on, been with somebody else, or like I said, if it gave it time, they would have got back together maybe. But he could have looked back on this and said, man, I would never beg anybody. I say 10 years if he still was, because he was 2021, 10 years when he was in his 30s. He would have looked back and regretted doing this. Because I do. I regret begging my ex to stay with me, please, please. I regret it. One, because it was demeaning. I put her on a pedestal. You put a woman on a pedestal when you beg for her forgiveness, when you beg for her love, for her grace. You putting her on a pedestal and you putting yourself beneath her. When you're supposed to be the man of the relationship, you're supposed to be masculine, you're supposed to be strong, and you're supposed to be full of testosterone. Begging for somebody's forgiveness and asking for another chance, that's something of high estrogen. And again, being drunk in love. And as a man, we don't do this. We're not supposed to do this, man. We are not supposed to do this. We're not supposed to put females on a pedestal. Jesus Christ is and God is on the pedestal. That's it. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. That's the only person we put on a pedestal. You let him go and you pray for him.
I don't want you to do all that. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I want you to just see positivity out of the situation.
It's no positivity.
It is positive.
You know what's crazy? You can tell off her tone and the way she's talking to him. And this is the part that hurts to listen to, is like, she already has her mind made up and nothing you can say is going to change it. And at that point, you got to just pack it up and just leave it at that and just eat that. And what's crazy is, regardless of the emotions attached here, in a sense of life and your future, instead of trying to repair and build and give a second chance to the man you already have a child with and have been with since your teenage years. Y'all have been together since high school, bro. So I believe since they were like 16 or something. Y'all have been together for 4 years and have a child together. Meaning, if you are able to fix this and repair it, you will be so much well off than to get clobbered and slobbered and used by other men and having multiple kids from multiple.
He's right. What I want to get to the point in this video is how he was taken out. I want to see if this dude's gonna talk about eventually, what happened with that situation.
Still positive. I'm telling you, babe, I'm fine. I'm still seeing positivity. Okay, I'm still seeing positivity. You're the one who's painting the negative on the situation. Like, you not understanding.
Get out. Get out.
It's not, because I'm right here. I'm trying to work this shit out. I'm right here trying to work this shit out. I'm right here trying to
work this out. And a week ago, you punched me in my face.
And I've done that. And I've told you.
Whoa. 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 Sorry, guys. That just took me aback. Guys, because I've never been that guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I grabbed her arm or whatever. Like, where you going? Come here. when I was going through the breakup, because she came to the house or whatever, to the apartment, and she changed and put on some booty shorts, like little shorts. And I knew she was going to see him, and it got me upset. And this is at the time when she had a nerve to still be living there, like have her clothes there while she's going. I'm like, nah, you're not gonna be living here while you seeing somebody else. I ended up throwing her clothes out the window that day. But as far as punch and hit, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. You can't be putting your hands on females. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that, bro. I can see why now. Especially having a child together. A child don't need, like, what if it happened again? A child don't need to see that. It's crazy, man.
I've done that. Babe, but you gotta understand, I'm out of town for 4 days. I come back home. And come back home. It's just fucking. What bitch is not picking your phone? You're on the phone with bitches while I'm in the kitchen. You're in the living room. Hold on. No bitch while you was in the kitchen.
Yeah, this just went for a turn. This is crazy. See, my situation was different when it came to this, because I changed my ways. I was not cheating and stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying, when we were together like that. I didn't have numbers in my phone, all that stuff. She just clearly, my ex never forgave me for what I did early in the relationship, and she wanted to get her lick back later on. She clearly never forgave me that whole time. That's clearly what was going on in my situation. But leaving 4 days, going for 4 days and coming back, and then I'm assuming she's calling you out for your sketchy behavior, numbers of your phone, and then you put your hands on her because you're mad because she's calling you out for doing wrong, for being wrong, for not being a good man, not being a good dad. That's crazy.
I swear to God. I swear to God, I was on the phone with no bitch in the living room while you was in the kitchen. I would never do no shit like that. I wouldn't even call no bitch in my house with you right here. That's so disrespectful. You might have thought I was on the phone with a bitch. You were. I wasn't. Okay. Well, besides, I wasn't on the phone with a bitch. I'm telling you, I wasn't on the phone with a bitch in the living room with you right here. I wouldn't even do no shit like that. Okay, so maybe I just misheard. Maybe you misheard. Like I said, I wouldn't do no shit like that. Like, that's beyond disrespectful. I would be super mad if you did some shit like that to me.
We gotta digest and dissect that. That explains why she was just done with him. That explains her tone. And I told you, bro, listening to the way she spoke and the way he talks, that's not a tone of reconciliation. What the f is the word? Reconciliation? Hold on. Reconciliation? Whatever the word is, bro, where you bring shit together back. Nah, that is the tone of it's over with. So she's basically insinuating that he was cheating on her, and I guess when she confronted him about it, he hit her with a Mike Tyson hook. We don't know all the details to what the caused him to do that, but obviously, like, I don't condone hitting people, bro, straight up. Unless they try to go at you or they do something insane to you. But it really depends on if that's a one-off situation or not. If that's a one-off situation in the sense of like something caused it to go down, I can let it pass. But if you just beat on your girl for no reason, unwarranted, just to abuse her, then you're a piece of shit. Straight up. And that's not a good trait to have. And of course, no duh, Sherlock, she's gonna leave you.
Exactly.
Reconciliation, whatever the word is, bro. He tried to do that with her. And when he got in the house, I assumed the mom opened the door or he has a key to it. I don't know. But somehow he got into the house. And when he entered her room, he saw a scene no one would ever wish on their worst enemies. Actually, I do wish on my worst enemy. But anyways, he walked in on her being unfaithful and sleeping with another man.
All right, man. Let's not call, I'm not, again, we're going to end the video here. I wouldn't call this being unfaithful. She was clearly checked out of relationship, as you guys heard. You guys heard the conversation. She's been checked out of relationship. She don't want to be with him. So this dude pretty much just couldn't take no for an answer. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too. And then when he decided he actually wanted to step up, if he actually really wanted to step up, we don't know at the end of the day. Rest in peace to him. Because that's a terrible way to go out, to get shot that many times. But we don't know if he really wanted to step up or just wanted, didn't want to see her be with anybody else or wanted his family back and still was going to do the same stuff over again. We really don't know. I feel like he would have ended up messing up again because you're young. You're too young. You're too young Too many young men having babies under the age of 30. You're not gonna fully mature till you get close to 30. I'm telling you right now. That's just the truth of the matter. Whether you want to believe it or not, most men, especially black men, are not gonna fully mature. And when I say fully mature, I mean they're gonna start letting go of bad habits and start taking life seriously until they get into 30. And when you really, really mature, at least for me, it didn't become until right around now, the age of 35. I'll be 35 the 16th of this month. And I just recently cleared out all secular music in my playlist. I listen to Christian rap now. But any artist you can name, any artist you come up with, I don't listen to unless they're rapping for God, rapping for Jesus Christ. That simple. Comment down below. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you to all the subscribers, man. I see y'all. Let's continue to grow this channel. And let's continue to spread awareness. And in the comment section, man, comment down your personal experiences. I love to read them, and I respond to all comments. Catch you on the next one. Peace and love.